Okay.
Yep.
New
Alright,
York, dude. Of course. Anyway.
we is live.
Okay.
So, welcome everybody back to ye old Dorkvision stream. So, last time on Dungeons and Dragons, you guys fought a bunch of Gricks in a tunnel after it had collapsed in on their den, and then you rudely killed all of them and their mom. But you managed to get the cart up and running and off and down through the tunnels and on your way pretty safely, I think. I don't think anybody was too badly hurt there. A lot of it was tanked by Zumasu, if I recall. Just with an amazing AC.
Mithril OP.
Mithril OP. So, then you guys headed on to the through the maze tunnels, got a little turned around in parts, eventually came upon a big cavern with a strange darkness aura in it. Dispelled the darkness with some daylight, but there was still an eerie silence about the area, centered on a strange golem, which you found to be a shield golem, or shield guardian, that was abandoned here in the strange cavern. There was also some strange-looking fungus on it, so you decided to best leave it be, and moved around it without any effort. You guys traveled on further. That ended up taking up a lot of your time, I think, but towards the end of last session, we had a little thing in which Boomcrash was trying to copy a new spell into her spellbook, her Tome of Shadows, as it were, learning from the resident wizard Juliana. There's 2 more syllables there. So, at this point, Boomcrash slept and dreamt that her Dark Lady had approached her in the form of a Shadow Mastiff, and asked her, not so politely, to stop learning new spells, that she shouldn't trust anyone other than her patron, Rixali is the name of her Dark Lady.
Basically, mommy is the best mommy, and nobody else can interfere.
Mother knows best.
Mother knows best and knows by taking other magic.
So, that is where we find ourselves now. So, Boomcrash, you have awakened. You are no longer, or rather, you continued to sleep, but it is now morning.
Okay.
As morning as it can be in the Underdark. The rest of the team wakes up. They are none the wiser as to what occurred last night. But you have your own...
don't care about you.
You have your own
baggage
to deal with. If you'd like to do anything, you can, but for now, everybody is just packing up their little semi-defensible camp and packing up the carriage to press onward.
Yeah, I'm just gonna send a short prayer of affection to my deity to try and placate her a little bit, being like, no, I'm still loyal, I'm still your girl. And that every bit of blood and flesh that I damage in this godforsaken place is dedicated to her might and glory.
Okay, make a persuasion check.
Jesus Christ, save it for the pamphlet.
Skill check. Persuasion. Ah,
Okay.
not too terrible.
Well, thank you for rolling. That's all I needed from you. So, we will continue. Okay. The cart has been packed up. Boomcrash, you're able to resummon your phantom steed to pull the cart, since the mule has tragically perished due to massive damage from a Grick. I believe that's what did it in.
It got eaten.
Got eated. Oh, right, it was running away, and then the alpha burst forth from the ground.
And just nommed it one shot, choked it down like one of those like little owl babies. It was
It
great.
did more damage than its health by 2.
Alright, so, we continue. Barty and Peggy are getting their maps and stuff together to try and get their way through the maze tunnels. Let's do a remember how to use Roll20 check. Success! I have a travel button. Alright, alright. So, oh, yeah, that was the second roll. So, that is a failed check, navigation, because we're using the first of the 2 numbers, because of the negated advantage. So you guys do end up moving in a random direction today. Ugh.
What's the negated advantage from?
So the maze tunnels, just in general, are difficult to navigate. So,
They're constantly changing.
they are
okay.
constantly changing, not due to magic, but due to rerouting by burrowing creatures. So they have disadvantage on their navigation check, but Peggy's helping Barty, so he gets advantage, so it negates it. But you guys ended up moving a little backward as you guys whittle your way around, and there is an encounter. So, as you guys are traveling forth through the maze tunnels, Barty gets turned around and finds his way into a sort of wider open area for the maze tunnels. It looks like a convergence of several tunnels in a narrow fissure in the ground. It's like in Minecraft when you come along a ravine that's clipped through just the underground. I don't know if anybody gets that reference, but that's how it's like. So as you guys are traveling through, going to need I'm gonna need literally just Barty and Grovel to make checks, so I'm gonna do that now.
Ooh, is it a dwarf thing?
It is a dwarf thing.
Cool.
Where is it? There we go. Alright.
Oh god, it's a Dwargar thing. God damn it, it's written Underdark.
No! So Barty is a bit busy, looking over the maps, trying to figure out where we got turned around. But Grovel, he stops the caravan. Guys, hold it. There's something strange going on here. What are you talking about, group leader? Well, that rock over there has been staring at me for the past minute, and don't like the look of it.
Oh dear
Wait.
god, everyone's getting a madness. Everyone's getting cave madness.
Yep.
Cave madness. He directs his morning star and kind of points it towards a stone that's rather round, near you guys, but it's not out of place. There's a ton of like boulders in this sort of area, but regardless, it begins to roll of its own accord, and it starts tumbling slowly at first, but then it starts picking up speed until it barrels towards you guys. Then you hear a rumble from above as several more boulders plunge from over the cliff faces. I'm going to need everybody to wait while I clear the initiative tracker. It's clear. I'm going to need everybody to roll for initiative.
I was hoping that we did not have to deal with a Pokemon encounter.
Oh, should I re-roll? We're not in the initiative.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm not in there either.
That's weird. Hold on a second.
I am.
Yeah, only Amon and Zumasu are for some reason.
Oh, if you rolled from the other screen, that might be why you have to roll from this screen.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that would be why. Okay, I'm just re-rolling.
Okay. I'm gonna need to cut some out on my end. Just Boom Crash and Mao. Okay.
I didn't roll higher, very much so. It's actually pretty good.
Okay. So I'm gonna roll for the party now.
A question: is everyone healed?
Yeah, it's been a day.
Okay. Okay. Cool.
Long rest. We're good.
Freezing? Okay.
No. We can see it.
Yeah, maybe it's just me.
Yep. It's you.
As usual.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Did you draw these?
No. Just found a boulder, because the internet is a wonderful place where you can look up boulder.png, and it shows it to you. Okay.
A boulder.
The boulder is pleased by this development.
Oh god.
Just gonna
You like that reference?
make some more rolls. Ascending order.
Haha! It makes rolls.
You die first. Okay. Let's change to maybe some better music to get me in the mood.
A rock and roll music.
Hell yeah. Oh, I get it. You're making a funny. Alright, so Ostrich is going to go first. Thanks to Grovel, you guys were able to not get totally jumped by these rocks. Ostrich, panicked, takes out their bow and is just going to fire at the nearest boulder.
Arrow at a rock.
Total 20.
I can't believe this worked.
Total 20. 2 arrows go streaming straight towards the rock, puncturing deep within existing cracks within the thing.
That works.
Huh.
I guess so. Hold on, I need to actually check some stats here.
It's like, is it immune to piercing damage? Because it seems kind of weird.
Well, it pierces the boulder, but does it actually stop the boulder?
Okay, cool. I will... I will give them hit points. The proper amount.
There's a proper amount of hit points for a boulder.
Yes. Trust me, dude. My campaign, dude. Saw, dude. There we go. Now let's... Aha! There we go.
This is Union Cave all over again with all the geodudes.
Okay, so how much damage did Ostrich do? Total 15. Cool. Let's do that. Okay, it does not seem to do as much damage as he thought it would. It only takes a tiny bit of damage. It is now Grovel's turn. As I continue to play with myself, he had his Morningstar out. He is going to wait for the thing to get close and then whack it. Ugh, unfortunately, 2 bad hits. The thing skids its way past him. Rizzo should probably not be in this initiative. She doesn't have much she can do. I'm gonna poop her out.
Same with Hotch.
Hotch at this point, he will try to participate.
Oh god.
Fix the cart.
He is going to get in front of the cart and yell, "Get away from it, you feckin' boulders!" and miss, as is tradition. Boom Crash,
Yeah,
it is your turn. The rocks are starting to tumble down into this ravine. I guess we kind of have a 3D thing going here, to be honest.
Okay. Does I did cast True Strike.
You did. Once Grovel warned you guys.
So I'm just gonna try and blast some boulders.
I don't understand what's going on.
I'm really confused, but
Okay.
Well, at least I'll just
23
try to
is going to hit. You push the boulder 10 feet away from you. And deal 6 force damage, which is a full amount of damage. Second attack.
okay, I'm going to aim at
A different one that's like coming kind of towards you guys?
yeah, just try to keep them away.
Are they like moving like they're alive, or are they just like rolling?
They are just rolling of their own accord, it seems. Okay,
Fucking creepy.
a 25 hits.
I don't understand.
12 damage. So we will hit a different one.
Mhm.
And it is blasted 10 feet away as well. Okay. Anything
Thank
else
you,
you
my lady.
want to do? Boom Crash. You guys are all kind of huddled near the cart and around it.
I'm basically just going to keep being defensive and protective and send a prayer to my lady for thank you for my magic and allowing me to protect myself and do her will.
Rocks fall, everyone dies.
Yep.
We'll see.
Roll it.
Amon, it is your turn.
Alright, I am gonna do something really stupid.
Do
I'm
it.
gonna cast a banishment on the rock. If it's a creature, it'll go away. If it's not, I'm getting a rock.
Okay. You start invoking the Eye of Encabulos, picturing it in your mind to close its lid upon this foul boulder that is approaching you guys. As you open your eye, it is still coming towards you.
Okay, it's a rock. Rock's a
don't-
rock.
Is there a wizard nearby? There's always a wizard if shit like this happens.
Okay. Anything else from you, Amon? You have cast one spell.
Okay, let me just. I know we're not doing a 3D thing, but let me try to just walk away to the side.
Okay. We can do a semi thing here. We can, like, say that this is, like, where the cart is.
Yeah.
And everybody's just kind of around it.
Let me just lean
just-
to the side. Let me lean along with the muggles.
Okay, we can
Because
put
obviously-
ourselves where we want to be. They're kind of like on both sides of the ravine. So we can do this.
Oh god, we're flanked.
Okay, so cool. You guys can place yourselves wherever you would like to be at this moment. You too, Boom Crash, you can move if you want. Okay, Zumasu, it is your turn.
I don't know. I guess I'm just gonna try and hit a rock when it comes close to me. Can I hit more than one rock if they try to come close to me?
Nope, you only have one reaction.
Yeah, I guess that's it.
Alright,
So I'll roll to hit.
okay, Mao, it is your turn.
I'm just gonna shoot an arrow at the nearest.
Alright, which one?
Whichever one seems more damage.
They all seem pretty rock solid.
Which one has the arrow sticking out of it? Let's just go with that.
That would be this one, I think.
Which one?
I think it's this one.
Alright,
Yeah.
so-
Twang, twang.
Thwip, that'll hit. Oof, 10
Mhm.
piercing damage.
Little do you know, you're making a spiky rock.
Right, chipping it away slowly.
Oh no! Well, no, you're sticking like wooden needles
Fortifying
into the
needles.
rock, so now it's
Yeah.
a spiked maul heading towards you. Okay, it is now another creature's turn. Which one is this? Okay, so the boulders on the left, they are going to hurtle down towards you guys. Okay, let me just go here. Meanwhile, you see another boulder that's further up that it starts to roll, but then it rises on two small stubby legs and two small stubby arms. It seems to have a vaguely humanoid face as it scowls down at you.
I don't like it.
And there he is. Okay, so the boulder on the top is going to attack, we'll say Amon, because he tried to banish the fucker. Just need to remind myself. Okay, cool. Okay, does an 18 hit you, Amon?
Let me check. It's been a while.
Yeah, I don't
no,
recall.
It does not.
Okay, so yeah, the boulder slams down on you, but your armor manages to repel the thing. It was hitting with a lot of brute force, threatening to knock you over, but it did not manage to do so. Meanwhile, this other boulder is going to... so Rizzo probably took cover. It's probably going to head for... We'll say... I'll roll randomly. Okay. It's going for Petruvia. Okay, it's going to make an attack against Peggy. And roll really well, because she's a damage magnet. So, the boulder tumbles down and deals 9 bludgeoning damage to her, but it deals an additional 2d6 because of its distance traveled.
How large are these boulders?
They are medium-sized, so person-sized.
So I, like, grapple one.
You could try.
I don't think that's a good idea.
Okay, Peggy takes a grievous hit and is wounded. The boulder rolls past her and over her, and then circles around back to fling again, but not before this strange creature on the top tumbles down and is going to go and attack Mao. It is arriving on the scene.
When do I... It's not close enough for me to do a reaction?
No, this is on the other side of the cart.
Yeah.
There's a cart between you. Okay, so that is going to be a 21 on you, Mao. I think that hits.
Yeah, it does.
So you're going to take a total of 15 bludgeoning damage, Mao.
What the fuck?
As the rock slams into you, and then I'm going to need you to make a strength saving throw.
Can I evade this?
You can uncanny dodge it and take half damage.
Oh, okay, yeah. I mean, that's... yeah. So, round up, round down.
Everything's rounded up.
Everything's rounded up in my games. Okay. So I'm gonna need you to still make a strength saving throw, and I also need Peggy to do this. Yeah, she failed. So Peggy is knocked prone. This is what's threatening to happen to you, Mao, so once you make that strength save, I'll be able to tell you what happens. Okay. Yeah, you are able to resist the pummeling blow of the incoming boulder just barely. You tumble out of the way of the thing, rolling with the blow and taking less damage. Okay, it is now Peggy's turn. She's going to spend half of her movement to get up, and then she is going to promptly go hide.
Mm-hmm.
Good for her. Good on ya. Okay, well, she tumbles down into an area near you guys and jumps among a bunch of rocks. But one of the rocks was one of the things that had just hit Amon, and it like shuffles away from her. She realizes she is not hidden very well, but she's trying her darndest. She only hopes that they do not care or notice her. Okay, it is Juliana's turn. She is going to cast a good ol' Ray of Frost, her only aggressive thing. Please do it. There you go. Okay, 13. I don't believe that hits. It does not. The frost just spreads out over the boulder and then immediately cracks. She is also going to try and, like, get a run for it. She's going to head, like, towards the side where Peggy is. Meanwhile, another such creature appears on the other side of the ravine.
What the fluff?
And the other boulders on this side are going to start moving. This one is going to tumble down, and it's either going to be Grovel or Ostrich. So I'll just roll. Evens Ostrich. It's Ostrich.
Poor Ostrich.
Alas, poor Ostrich. We knew them well. Okay, let's make a slam. And welcome to no hit. Okay, next boulder is going to head down towards Boom Crash. Its persistence, despite being blasted back, it tumbles down towards you and is going to hit for 8 bludgeoning damage, plus
yes it does.
6 other bludgeoning damage, so that's a total of 14 damage.
Okay, that hurt.
Meanwhile, this one is going to rush down towards the cart. Zumasu, you are directly in its path. You can make an attack now if you wish.
Yeah, well.
Alright,
Ooh.
that'll hit. That was close.
Spicy. Yeah.
Okay, sweet.
I like thinking of that as like a lucky hit. Alright.
Okay, almost try and smite it.
Do you have a magic weapon? I think you do, but I don't recall.
No, I had to enchant my weapon to get the magic weapon. For now, it's not magic.
Right, okay. So the slashing damage is halved. So I'll take care of that now.
Didn't give
Your
me
divine
bonus damage, right?
Ooh. Not the best roll. But the radiant damage does seem to deal full strength damage, but it was only a glancing smite, as it were. Okay, it is going to collide with you for its own type of bonk and deal 13 bludgeoning damage to you, plus 8. So a total of 21 bludgeoning damage to you, Zumasu. And top of the round. Okay, it's Ostrich's turn. They are going to run up this way. The bar was in the way. And try and draw the boulder away from the cart. We can't let the cart get damaged! Get these things away! And they're going to shoot at it with their bow, realizing kind of how useless it is, but they don't want to get too close. But they hit twice, again. Very good at hitting the rocks, somehow. Okay, whittling it down. Grovel's turn. They are going to come to Amon's Sword of Aid, and whack at the one next to you. And miss. But the second one hits for 9 piercing. With the Morning Star. Okay. Next, it's Hotch's turn. He kind of also has the right idea of getting these things away from the cart. But he is just going to disengage instead of attacking. And then he's going to try and, like, draw the boulder away just by yelling and shouting at it. So I'm going to have him make a little check. Let me check something. I'll do an opposed roll, that's fine. Alright. Alright. Now I gotta check Hotch's stats.
Why is it so close?
I know, why is it so close? Yeah, okay, the boulder seems to stop rolling after Ostrich, and then rotates about 5 degrees towards Hotch, and then starts rolling towards him. I think I did a little too well! Boom Crash, it is your turn.
Okie dokie.
You are caught between a rock and another rock.
Yay! I'm so lucky. Okay, so Eldritch Blast to a rock.
That'll hit.
Sweet.
Alright, 8 force damage. And it is pushed 10 feet away from you. It, like,
Okay.
skids to a stop as it tries to get back on its normal trajectory. Second attack.
Is this thing... This thing is engaged with Zumasu. Zumasu, how pissed will you be if I attack that thing?
I wouldn't be pissed. You could do whatever.
Okay, I'm
Kill
gonna...
Do whatever, man.
Nope.
Oof.
That's up to you.
Yeah, that's not going to be a hit.
Nope.
Man, I don't
I
know why
tried.
my roll 20 is lagging so hard.
Reset
It's
it or
the new
like turn it off
headset.
and on again?
I'm not sure what's up, but I don't know if resetting it is going to be the best idea. I think it's just because I have 2 of them running at once. But whatever. Okay. Mon, it is your turn.
All right. I think. Yeah. What is? Okay. Okay. So, Hotch has successfully drawn away one of them. So, I think I'm just gonna cast Sanctuary on Hotch.
Okay.
Since he's actually managed to draw one of them. Wait, these aren't actually attacking.
You're not sure.
They're following, so it's fine, I guess. Okay, and for the that's the bonus action. As for regular, pull the dead onto this guy.
Toll the Dead. That's a wisdom save, correct?
That is correct.
Whoops, that's an attack roll. Saving throw, wisdom. Okay.
Yep. Why did I even bother?
Yep. He takes your toll and promptly rolls with it. Okay, but the Eye of Encabulos has latched around Hotch, trying to protect him from harm. Per your command. Zumasu, it is your turn. There is a rock creature, stubby and stout, before you. It's about a dwarf's height, probably.
Alright. I'm gonna do the magic
It's a
weapon.
little teapot, short and stout.
Here is
So
my
magical
boulder.
weapon, my swordy sword. So
Okay.
now I get the +1. And I'm gonna attack it.
Alright. Magic weapon's a bonus action, correct?
Yeah.
Cool.
I miss. I don't think.
Nope. That's not gonna hit. Do you have an extra attack at all yet, or?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
So I'm gonna attack again. Yeah, that's not gonna hit either.
Woof. Okay. So, at this point, Mao, it is your turn. There is a stubby, semi-humanoid rock creature near you. It did try to roll into you, but after moving past you, it looks like it's kind of heading towards the cart to cause some destruction.
Hey, Grovel, how about I just grab that box and I just run around until you guys kill so you don't smash into it?
I don't think you can carry it. Got a little hotch in there. I don't think you can carry it, little one.
I looked at the box from before and it was like a box inside of a box, right?
It's almost the size of this box.
Oh, I thought it was like something else inside of that.
Yeah, it's
Fine,
like
never
it's
mind
double
then.
bagged.
Yes. Or quadruple bagged, infinite bagged. I'm just gonna go over here and try and slam this guy out of the way, I guess.
Shove attempt.
Yeah, shove attempt, and I'm gonna move so that way I can run right at him to over here.
Okay. Make an athletics check.
Yeah, I'm just giving this rock a big old hug right now.
Yep, you kind of pat your hands together and then just spit in each palm and then and your feet are like dragging against the dirt on the ground as the thing just kind of stares at you. Yeah,
Awkward.
it's gonna attack you now. Does a 16 hit you? I actually don't remember.
Ooh, I think that might just hit me. Hold on. Yes.
Okay.
16 is my AC.
You take 13 bludgeoning damage, but it didn't get a charge on you this time, so it doesn't deal any bonus damage.
Uncanny dodge.
Okay, you have that, dealing instead 7 damage to you. Meanwhile, this boulder is going to roll on this way. Amon and Grovel can get an attack of opportunity on it if you guys wish.
Alright. Sure. Yeah. I don't think the rock can hear anything, but I'll try it. I don't have a weapon.
Okay, whoops, didn't attack again. It's very close to the other button. Wisdom save. The boulder makes a wisdom save. A 13 does not make it. Okay, deal, wait, what was the damage? It does not have all of the boulder's hit points, so the boulder takes 11 necrotic damage.
The boulder rots somehow.
It kind of erodes, I suppose, as it's getting, like, scuffed away by the death of... Listen, it's a rock. Okay, meanwhile, this one is also going to, quote-unquote, disengage. Well, not disengage, but it rolls away from you guys. Grovel is going to try and get a pick off of that. Does that roll? That is another miss. Grovel, come on. Come on, Grovel. You got +6. What are you doing with your life? Okay. So they are done. Peggy's turn. Peggy is going to... I'll say that she's going to take the dodge action, and then she's going to try and get the boulder's attention as she kind of, like, jumps out of hiding. Hey, over here! Come after me! Please, I hope this works. And Juliana is next. Do they have any other spells that are useful here?
Cast Identify. Yep, these
Ooh.
are rocks, alright.
She actually might have a semi-useful spell here. She is going to also jump out of hiding and yell at one of the rocks to come to her instead. Come and get me! Don't worry. Somebody tell me when it's coming. Giblet, where are you? The bat Giblet promptly sees for her. Okay, now it is this rock creature's turn. They are going to attack. Yeah, it's going to attack Zumosu. Seems to be the only credible threat here for now.
But I've only hit one of them.
Yeah, you managed to hit something. None of us hit anything.
Oh
Alright.
shit, that's a crit.
That is a crit. So I'm going to deal some additional damage. Which is kind of what it would have been if it got a rolling start anyway. Okay, Snake Eyes.
Huzzah, I didn't die.
You take 10 bludgeoning damage from its critical hit. It slams you into the cart, which, like, takes some of the energy out of its own attack as it, like, buckles under the weight. The Phantom Steed is, like, bucking at the sudden lurch. Meanwhile, this boulder is going to go after Hotch. As it approaches him, it's going to need to make a wisdom save. And fail. It rolls past Hotch, kind of ignoring him as it circles around, and is going to start heading for Ostrich, but it won't get there until next turn. Meanwhile, this boulder is going to it's going to skid a bit, 10 feet, and then it's going to barrel forward towards you, Boom Crash, with a rolling charge.
I give it disadvantage.
Okay, you leap out with your shield to try and come to Boom Crash's aid, imposing disadvantage on the attack. It gets an 11, which does not hit. You knock the thing away off course, and it goes off to the side.
Yay.
It is Ostrich's
Thanks, buddy.
turn. They are going to take the dodge action at this point and kind of like try and draw the thing away. And Grovel's turn. They are going to rush after this boulder and attack it with the Morning Star. And get a natural 20. Finally. Okay, well, Grovel's trying his best. He's having an off day. He deals 3 damage to the boulder with his critical hit. A second attack hits and ends up dealing 5 damage. Okay, Hotch's turn. He is going to run like the wind away from the boulder. And boom crash. It is back to you. We're being flanked by a boulder and another boulder.
I'm gonna try and blast him because
Alright.
I'm uncomfortable with the situation.
Okay, that'll hit. Okay, it is knocked 10 feet away and takes 13 force.
Okay.
Second attack against that dude? Okay.
Yep.
Oof,
Don't think so.
that is not a hit. Okay,
Motherfucker, I can't hit this dude.
I know, he's just too strong. Okay, I'm on. It's your turn.
Alright. Oh my god, why did I do this to myself? Okay, so first of all, I think I'm gonna cast Shield of Faith onto Mao. You get +2 AC now.
Okay, is that a concentration spell?
Yes.
Okay, so Hotch is no longer Sanctuary. Wait, is Sanctuary
No.
not a... Okay, yep.
Sanctuary is not a concentration spell. It just lasts for a minute, so 10 rounds.
Yep, I remember us going over that last time, and I was incredulous, and I still am. I learn, I homebrew things, and I learn more about this game every time I play it.
Let's see. So okay, I did that. Looks like I am gonna have to. Yeah, okay. I should have taken better cantrips. I go to here.
Toll the
This
Dead?
guy. Yep.
Okay. Saving throw, Wizzy. Oh, a failure. That doesn't happen very often. And, oh, this guy still has all his hit points. Oh, that would have been a good amount of damage. Unfortunately,
Hey, 11's still pretty good for a 2d8.
yeah, 11's still pretty good. It's no 24, which is the
Yeah.
maximum amount of damage. But, you know, it gets it done. You start scraping away at the thing with wisps of necrotic energy from your grating bell toll. Okay, Zumasu, it's your turn.
Don't keep attacking. No.
No.
It's not working.
Roll with confidence, man.
No. Is that
See?
what-
That's all you had to do, you stupid idiot. Roll with confidence.
Yeah.
That's a hit.
Believe in yourself.
Okay.
Wait, what? Why is it?
It doubled it in case that was a crit that was applied. So
okay. I'm
it's-
gonna do a divine smite.
okay. So it is gonna take 5. Oh no, it's full damage now because you have a magic weapon. So it's gonna
Actually-
take 9.
10 damage.
Oh, because it's a +1 magic weapon.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wait, yeah, that guy was already hit, right?
This guy?
Yeah.
He has been hit before.
Okay, actually I won't.
You smited him for
How-
like 5 damage last time.
I wanna, okay, you know what, I won't smite him, because I think this would kill him, right? And, or I just will, fine.
Just smite him.
Just smite him, okay, I'll smite
Yeah, just
Yeah,
just blast them.
these things do not look bloodied. They look quite resilient.
him. Alright, there.
Okay, you deal 9 radiant damage to
The
the
19
creature.
damage.
Okay, sounds good. Anything else, Zuzu?
That's it. I need to stay next to the peoples in case something bad happens.
Okay, Mao, it is your turn.
Bad things only happen to them.
Bad things are happening now.
Barty is going to try and assist you in any way that he can at this point, because he's not doing anything.
Okay.
How can I help, Mao? What do you want me to do?
I don't know, help me push him.
Okay.
Kinda like, try and shove him away.
Okay, he's going to give you advantage on your athletics check. Oh. Okay. So yeah, at this point, Barty collides with the thing, pushing it with his shoulder. You are also pushing it with all your might. This time you find some traction on the ground and start pushing the thing away. It is leaving a skid mark from its feet as it's being dragged. Finally, it cups its body into a boulder and then starts retreating. It is going to disengage, rumbling off in this direction.
Did I just dominant scare it away? What? I'm so confused.
Well, is there anything else you'd like to do with your turn? I forgot you have a cunning action, but its turn was next.
I was gonna move in front of it so that if it attacks, I can just use a reaction to Hellish Rebuke.
Oh,
So I guess I'll move a little bit closer.
Okay, yeah, it would have just rolled past you, probably. I like that you pushed it in a direction and then moved around it to the other side. Okay, well, it is going to roll away and towards Juliana. As it rolls towards her, she goes, "Whoa!" And then she casts Misty Step and is going to teleport over here. Giblet goes with her. The creature barrels into a wall, confused, and looking around as to where its prey went. Meanwhile, this boulder is going to go after Peggy. But it has disadvantage because she took the dodge action. Oh no, I've accidentally grabbed him and is moving him. Okay. So yes, with the disadvantage and all that, it rolls a natural 1 and also collides with a wall. Then we got one more boulder. This boulder is going to roll towards you, Mao. Grovel is going to get an attack of opportunity against it. So is Ostrich. Okay, that's 2 hits on their part. And Grovel got a crit again. And that's 7 damage from the half. Okay, so now I will make an attack against you, Mao. 14 does not hit you. It barrels past you and is going to collide with the cart instead.
Shit.
Ooh. A critical moving past you, as
The
it seems.
Wait, if it's moving past me, do I get an attack of opportunity?
No,
Or is it because it was trying to attack me and it missed?
it just missed. This is more of a rule of cool thing. Also, it's technically not moving out of your range either. So the cart is going to take 17 damage. Okay, the cart rocks and rolls. Peggy's turn. This seems to be working for her, so she's going to go over here and continue to take the dodge action. Juliana is going to prepare... No, she's going to Frostbolt at this point. We have Frost over at that dude. Nope. That button. Okay, that'll hit. Deal 8 cold. This dude she shot the Ray of Frost at is getting a little frosty. Okay, now it's this dude's turn. It is going to curl up into a ball and roll somewhat away from you guys.
Hey, is it a full action or?
You
Nice
can make an
set.
attack of opportunity against it. Boom Crash cannot because she does not have the Warcaster feat.
Damn it!
Yeah, you swing at it, not realizing what it's doing as it curls up into a ball, defense curl style, and rolls away from you. Meanwhile, this boulder is going to zoom in, moving sort of past Boom Crash, and it's going for the cart. It does move out of Boom Crash's range to collide with the cart, and it's going to make an attack. Okay, the cart is going to take some additional damage. Okay. The cart takes 21 damage and is now at 62 hit points out of its 100. So the cart is almost bloodied.
You're just bleeding out jam. You just jam's oozing out of the cart.
Meanwhile,
Evil
this
dead
boulder
kinda cart.
is going to head towards Ostrich and attack them. And get a natural 20. Okay. Cool. Ostrich takes 24 damage. And is bloodied. And is now going to need to make a strength save. Been forgetting to do this. This is only if they get a charge on the roll. Okay. Ostrich is knocked prone. To remember that. Is there a prone? No, that works. Okay. Meanwhile, it is Ostrich's turn. Guess I don't have to remember it. God dang it. Ostrich gets up. Cool. And is going to disengage. Go off this way towards Mao. Grovel's turn. Grovel is going to make a little checkaroony. Okay, well, random it is. Okay. Grovel's going to go and attack this dude, with Morningstar. And hit for 5 damage. Bonk. Another Morningstar attack. Another hit. Grovel's getting progressively better, even dealing half damage to these things.
Don't jinx him.
Get away from my cart, you assholes! Okay, Hotch is running around. Where was that glowing eye? I liked that! Oh wait, it's still here! Because I forgot how the spell worked! He's gonna run past here, and try and, like, get this thing's attention. Get away from the cart, you filthy whores! He's gonna throw his axe over at this boulder.
Oh boy, that can only end well.
Oh, well he did 2 slashing damage.
No!
I did
It bounces off the
surprisingly.
boulder, but the boulder, like, stops rolling and then starts rolling towards him. Okay, Boom Crash, it is your turn.
This fucking sucks.
I don't know what they are and why, like, they're bothering us.
Hold on.
Probably territorial.
Or whatever that goddamn thing Grovel's carrying. I feel like he's just calling everything to it.
If you guys want, you can make
I
a...
remembered I have a spell.
Ooh, that sounds promising. I was gonna say you guys can make a, knowledge nature check. Also, I just realized I'm gonna get rid of some of these people's exhaustions, because they took a rest.
Oh, that's what they were. I was like, what are these?
Yeah, that was
Okay.
because they were exhausted from last time. That's why you guys were resting, I believe. Okay, Mao.
Okay. Wait, no, I didn't go yet.
Oh, well, it was because I said you guys can make a nature check, and she
Nature
did.
check if you
Oh,
wanted
okay.
to.
So, Mao, you haven't really heard of these things, but from the vague, sort of up close and personal, pushing thing that you were doing with it, and encountering the other boulder that just, rolled past you, you intuit that these 2 humanoid ones are controlling these other boulders. If you kill them, the other boulders might stop moving.
Guys, kill those ones. I point at those.
Been trying. It's not as easy as it looks.
Yeah,
Why is
I
there-
tried.
It keeps bouncing off of their damn rocks. Like tide. I can't get anything.
Okay. I cast Shatter on this thing.
Oh,
Okay.
that's smart.
That's a pretty good option.
I forgot I had it.
What is that from? Is that from a spell scroll?
No, it's It's not a ritual spell. It is It's a second level spell that I learned.
It's just a spell that you
level
know. You do
Yep.
know those spells other than Eldritch Blast. I didn't know that.
I forget. And the tentacle ones.
Oh yeah, those ones I
other
remember too. Okay, so I think that's is that a con save? Actually, I don't know how it works.
Each creature in a 10-foot radius sphere centered on the point must make a Constitution saving throw. A creature takes 3d8 thunder damage on a failed save, or half as much on a successful one.
Okay, deal 3d8 damage to him because he just failed.
At higher levels, when you cast a spell using a spell slot at 3rd level or higher, the damage increases by 1d8 for each slot level above 3rd. So I'm going to use a 4th level spell slot.
So that's 4d8.
Oh, 48. Yay!
Does it do like more damage to stone creatures or anything like that? Like
A
constructs?
creature made of inorganic material such as stone, crystal, or metal has disadvantage on the saving throw.
Okay, well, I guess it failed anyway.
Okay.
Proceed. Alright. That's not a ton, but it is going to deal full damage. You create a blast of shattering force somewhere near this stone creature. It kind of holds up its arm to like shield itself, but its arm like comes clear off its body, crumbling into stone. But most of its form is largely intact, but it is bloodied now.
Good.
Okay, anything else, Boom Crash?
I'm gonna super fucking antagonize it and hiss at it. That's all I got.
Alright. Amon, it is your turn.
Okay. God damn it.
This is the best game of ping pong that I've ever played.
But I'm using a croquet mallet and it's not working.
Well, then it's just pinball.
Okay. You know what? Let's do spare weapon onto this guy.
Alright, you toss your invisible and now glowing staff towards the thing, and it zooms out towards him. It strikes true, deals some damage.
Okay. Let's see. 1d8 +3, so it's gonna deal 7 damage.
7 damage. The staff collides with it. It is starting to get a little cracked, but it is not bloodied yet.
That's magic
Alright.
damage, right?
Let's hopefully finish this off against this guy.
Right.
Totally good.
Oh, he failed. Okay, so he's going to take the full 13 damage. It is now bloodied as it starts to wear away through the cracks that you've created, but it is still rolling. Anything else, Amon?
I think I'm gonna slowly approach.
Okay, you slowly whittle your way towards it. Zumasu, it is your turn. Rizzo offers any help that she could possibly provide.
Okay, I have a question about... So these boulders sentient or not right now? They're just rolling into the cart?
From what Mao seems to have discovered, the humanoid ones are controlling the other boulders. But they look very similar.
Okay. Can somebody give advantage on an attack if they aren't next to it? Like, can Rizzo technically distract this guy?
Yeah, there's many ways to take the help action.
Okay, I'm going to go and just charge at that guy and ask Rizzo to distract it for me.
Alright, so she's going to, like, kind of rush over here and be like, come on, attack me! Just come after me, and not him. Hit him now, please!
Damn it.
Yet you swing and clink off of the stone. It turns its head 180 degrees around to look at you. Second attack?
Yep. Does that hit?
That does hit.
Okay. Smite.
Okay. 9 slashing damage and 12 radiant. The creature is getting whittled down. But it's still there. Mal, it is your turn.
Thanks for trying, Rizzo.
Just keep it off of me.
I'm gonna try and move a little bit closer. We're in sort of like a weird non-3D setting. Can I do a bonus action to hide first before attacking other humanoid
Yeah, sure.
Actually, wait. Grubble's there, so technically I still get
Yeah, you do anyway.
sneak attack. I'm just gonna, gonna attack with a short bow.
Yep, that misses.
I'm gonna continue my movement and...
Yar! Fist. Okay. Yeah, you rush up to the thing, after shooting some suppressing fire at it, which clinks off of its armor. And meanwhile, it's its turn. It doesn't have much space to roll, but it is going to just slam into you, Mao.
Rude.
It headbutts you for 8 bludgeoning damage.
Hellish Rebuke!
Alright.
Also Uncanny Dodge! Oh wait,
You can't
no,
do both.
Can't do both. Just Hellish Rebuke. I'll take the 8, that's fine.
Okay, is it a dex save?
It is.
Oh, he made the dex save. Yeah, he headbutts you and then, like, backpedals a bit as you, shoot some fire out of your mouth towards this creature. Okay. Oh, it's not Peggy's turn yet. The boulders need to go. So, this boulder is going to pummel towards Ostrich, but it's actually aiming for the cart.
Also, he takes half damage, by the way.
Oh, yeah, it takes half damage, you're right.
Yeah.
Okay, it's still there. It's still standing. Okay, so this boulder is going to pummel past Ostrich. It does hit the cart, which does just have an AC. Actually, wait, I think it might have a more specific AC. Oh, it has an AC of 15, so that doesn't actually hit the cart. Huzzah. Yep, it tumbles into the cart and rams into it, but it doesn't deal any damage. Meanwhile, this boulder, I think? No, this boulder is his other boulder. Is going to roll past Ostrich and towards Mao. Ostrich's going to get an attack of opportunity. And hit.
I don't want it.
Meanwhile, Mao,
I don't want it.
you get hit for 16 bludgeoning damage plus 2d6 because it got a rolling start. So that's a total of 22 bludgeoning damage. Oof. Okay, it's Peggy's turn. I accidentally increased the initiative. Peggy is going to rush up towards Mao. She can just barely make it in time. Nothing was attacking her. So she's going to take out her scimitar and use a new little ability that I gave her because I didn't think that she was doing enough. So she's going to use her new trait called Eye for Detail and use a bonus action to buff her only attack. Okay, she hits and deals 6 slashing damage. It's not a ton, but it's what it is. Yeah, she reaches in and finds a good crack and slashes with her scimitar to deal a bit of damage, but it doesn't deal full damage because it's not a magic weapon. Either way, Juliana is going to walk over here, whoop, so she can get a clear shot and shoot a ray of frost at the main dude and miss. Okay, other rock dude's turn. this boulder is going to zoom towards Hotch, and it's going to need to make a wisdom save to attack him. Wisdom save. Does a 14 beat your DC, Amon? I'm not sure if
What?
it does. A 14
Sorry,
beat your AC or your spell save DC.
Yeah, 14 is, yeah.
Okay, the boulder then is going to attack Hotch. Yeah, that's gonna hit him, and it did get a rolling start, so that's gonna deal 21 damage to Hotch, who is quite bloodied. Hotch has 11 HP remaining. Then this boulder is going to roll away from the cart, and it looks like it's going to immediately start heading back on its next turn to ram into the cart. Meanwhile, the main dude is going to just attack you, Zumasu.
Okay.
17 does
No.
not hit you.
No.
Yep, it just tries to, like, punch you with its one remaining arm, but you easily deflect it with your shield. Ostric's turn. They're going to try and shove this boulder best they can. Athletics. Ooh, might be successful. And it is. Ostrich gets between the cart and the boulder and starts like pushing off, and finally pushes the thing away 5 feet from the cart. And then they are going to make a sword attack after drawing their sword and dropping their bow. And deals 3 damage. Get away from the cart, you fiend! Grovel's turn. Come on, guys, hammer a few more into these things and hopefully they'll go down. On third natural 20. I'm just really good at this.
Oh my god.
Freaking Grovel.
Okay, Grovel... that's not that
Why
bad.
did he hire us again?
Well, he's getting crits, but he's also only dealing like 2 or 3 damage each time.
He has a decent plus to his modifier too.
So he deals 5 with the first
He's
hit.
experienced. But he's weak.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Hotch's turn. He's gonna take the dodge action. And, kind of like get back to back with you, Zumasu. I could use a little help over here! Boom crash. It is finally your turn.
Okay. I'm gonna use my last spell slot and cast Shatter again because I really wanted to fucking hit this dude.
Okay. It is going to make a con save.
With disadvantage.
With disadvantage because it's a rock. Ooh, natural 1 on the disadvantage. Go ahead and deal some 48 damage.
Cool. Yay.
You finally land one like underneath its feet. It's of course rendered at a distance that it doesn't hurt Zumasu. But
Yes,
it
of course.
takes 15 damage. It is on its last leg. You have crumbled it up. Its legs have been completely destroyed. It is now just like rolling around haphazardly with one limb left, trying to roll into Zumasu. Anything else from you, Boom?
Nope. I'm just gonna hang out.
Alright, Amon, it is your turn.
Okay, so it looks like everyone's goddamn dying, so I'm gonna back off, go in the middle, and do mass healing word.
First, it's going to make an attack of opportunity against you,
Okay, that's fine.
but it's probably not going to make too much of a difference. For instance, it
Yeah.
didn't hit you.
Exactly. Okay, so 6 people. Let's see. Looks like Mao's hurt the most. So let's do that. So that's 4 plus, so 7. Who's
Now heals for 7. Peggy is also damaged. Hotch is also damaged, and so
Okay,
is
let's do-
Zumasu and
this is-
Ostrich.
This is Peggy.
Okay, Peggy heals for 6.
Hotch is for 4. So that's I've done 3 people so far. Let's do
Zumasu, Ostrich.
Sumasu, Ostrich. So Sumasu is
I got
7.
4? Oh, 7. Cool.
Yep, I just healed you for 7.
Yeah.
Okay,
Os-
you
Os-
just healed yourself again for 7. I will
Oh.
minus 7 to you.
Okay, and then the one final thing is for Boom Crash, I guess. For 4.
Okay.
All right, that's my bonus action, and then I'm going to do. Since I don't do this, I'm going to do Path to the Grave onto this thing, vulnerability. Get some actual damage in.
Okay,
Love
it
it.
becomes vulnerable to the next hit against it. All the cracks that are made on its surface start to glow with a necrotic energy. Okay, Zumasu, it is your turn. The creature in front of you is starting to break apart.
Can I ask Rizzo to help me again?
Yeah, she's gonna run forward and like splash it with some sort of like rock-biting acid or something, and hopefully that's enough to weaken it in its moment of weakness. You hit with
Oh,
your
no, I already tried.
you hit with your first attack anyway, for 3 slashing damage.
Frigate.
4.
Smite.
Okay, 4 slashing damage plus divine smite.
Yeah.
Okay, with your divine smite, your sword lands in one of the cracks created from the shattering and the acid, and with a quick explosion of blue lightning, the creature erupts. Meanwhile, the boulders that were rolling around, they like continue their trajectory, but then they roll to a stop and stop moving.
I can move now, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess that's all I can do.
Okay. Mal, it is your turn.
Keys
Okay.
intact.
Alright. So this one's vulnerable. Let's see if I can deal damage. I'm just gonna drop my short bow and I'm gonna pick up my scimitar, or pull out my scimitar quickly to attack it.
Okay. You point, look over there, and throw your bow off into the distance. It turns towards to look for it, and you pull out your scimitar with one swift action and land a blow. You hit. You can apply sneak attack damage because Grovel is nearby.
Yeah.
So that is 24, 25. Well, the 1 damage would happen next turn.
Yeah.
So that is 24 damage times 2, 48 damage. Your scimitar slices into the thing. One of the cracks that was highlighted with necrotic energy bursts open, and it starts to, like, almost like you're peeling back layers of some hardened thing. I don't even know what to equate it to, but it's pretty clear in my mind, so obviously it must be in everybody else's. The thing cracks open, clean through, 50-50, it dies.
I kind of imagine Rasputin dying from Anastasia.
No!
And he shatters.
Okay, so these boulders that were like rolling, they just kind of roll and then they come to a stop and promptly disanimate.
Alright, Grubble. What was that?
What the fuck, guys?
Yeah, seriously. Rock staring at us? Come on.
Look, I know rocks, alright? That thing was staring at me funny. I'm pretty cunning when it comes to rocks and stones.
Oh, shut up.
You
I don't
could
use
say,
telescope.
They were.
let me make a good old-fashioned nature check. I knew it was wrong, but I don't know if I know what it was. Oh, okay. He might have... Well, I had theories, now that, we've killed the things. I think there was 2 of them in there. Those things are known as Galeb Durs, and, they're quite dangerous.
We noticed.
Yes. They tend to be very territorial, protecting supposedly sacred places, but I don't know what would be sacred about this random ravine. But we probably stumbled too close to its territory, and it's kind of hard not to, because they look like rocks.
Can I investigate the area now that you mentioned sacred? It's like, oh shit, is there like some sort of shrine nearby or something that could be recognized? Like,
Well, we could get some consolation prize from this if you're successful, so go ahead. I'm gonna need a breather anyway. At this point, you guys can short rest and take some time to investigate the area. Ostrich is going to help out as well. So I'm gonna have you guys make, yeah, I guess investigation checks, but I'll also allow survival checks if that's better for you.
I got that many.
Okay.
Could you say it again?
Investigation or survival, whichever you feel better.
Okay. I think my survival's better.
No,
Eh.
Alright.
that's pretty good.
Yeah, you guys fan out to try and investigate, seeing if there's any potential stores here, or anything that you can, like, salvage that they might have been protecting. After a quite thorough investigation, towards the end, Amon, you stumble upon something that your light that you're using to light your way glints past. It appears to be a small vein of some sort of precious metal.
Hmm.
I'm just gonna point. It's like, hey.
Hey.
I'm gonna go look at it too.
What did you find over there, Amon? Ostrich asks.
Like, you're the expert on the stones. What do you make of this?
Well, I can take a good look at it, perhaps. Let me make some checks. That is a pretty good check. Let me just do some rollings to see the value of said find. Do circus. Okay, you guys have come across a small vein of naturally occurring spinel gemstones deep underground. They're this transparent red or reddish brown when they're fully cleaned, but right now they're in their just natural state. But Ostrich, canny as they are, uses their ability to mold earth to separate the ore from the surrounding stone by melting the stone into mud. Gathers up some of these spinels and says, "We should show the party." And there's about 11 spinels in there. How many people are there here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Oh, well, that works out. I rolled a d20 and got an 11. Well, there's enough here for each of us. I think these lumps are relatively... Oh, we'll cut this one in half. Okay. We got something out of this. Grovel, how about you? Well, I'd say these things are about 100 gold pieces each if we divide it evenly. So sure, everybody gets one. Happy?
Very.
No.
Thank you.
Yay.
Everybody gets a 100 gold piece spinel.
Yay!
One shiny.
Shiny.
Where's my rock tumbler? Hotch, get on this thing. Right away, Captain. I'm not a captain, but I appreciate the enthusiasm.
Is he not a captain?
No, he's just the leader. Okay. Hotch did.
He likes it when you call him sir.
Hotch did get a good repair roll. So they're going to repair 36 hit points to the cart for now. Well, that's actually almost full, so let's just call it full. It was at 98 out of 100. So Hotch is able to make the repairs just over this short rest before you guys continue onward. Alright. A slightly successful journey. You found some rocks that you can tumble after tumbling with some rocks.
No.
Oh, I love that you all hate me.
Rocks are hard to hit. Or they're easy to hit, but not easy to hurt.
Turns out, yeah. It's almost like your sword is, like, made out of rock. Alright. Let's pursue our destiny and continue onward. Okay, looks like we are still lost.
God damn it.
Awesome.
And for some reason... Okay, cool. Yeah, we go in another random direction. Oh boy. We are quite lost in these tunnels. At this point, it has been 8 hours, and there is another encounter during this time. I'm gonna have you guys all make a perception check.
Is our stuff recovered or not? Spell-wise?
It has only been 4 hours. You have not had a chance to long rest.
That's what
Yeah,
I was-
like I short rested and I got back like at least some health.
Okay.
That's not awful.
At this point, you guys have managed to all hear something. You guys look up towards a tunnel that is like far above you guys, in this like same sort of ravine as you guys are trying to navigate it, using it as like a central hub where you guys can try and not get lost, but it keeps bringing you back to it. But there's a tunnel up on the top of this ravine, and some pebbles like tumble out from above. You guys all draw your weapons ready to attack whatever might be waiting for you guys. And Boom Crash, your Darkvision goggles have let you see a good outline of this thing. It appears to be humanoid, and it appears to be holding a weapon. There were 2 of them up there, and once they noticed that you guys have all stopped and like noticed them, they have retreated.
I cast light on one.
It is... What is the range on light?
Let me look.
Because these guys are like towards the end of your dark vision, in my scenario.
Spotlight was touch.
Range is
Oh,
touch.
it's touch.
Oh yeah.
Damn it.
So yeah,
Okay.
you shine a light anyway, and the things like retreat back into like some tunnels up there. You guys are on your guard for a while, but now that they've been spotted, they don't seem to be bothering you guys again. A quick but tense encounter.
Okay. Were these humanoid guys, did they seem like people humanoid or short humanoid?
They were
or...
medium-sized and kind of hunched over. They had a muscular build, but that's all that you could tell.
Okay, I convey this to the rest of the party, and they were holding weapons.
Well, it's not Golem.
We'll take what we can get.
Fish people?
Best be on our guard, but we should keep moving. Gotta get out of this freaking ravine. Barty, how are we on travel? Doing the best I can, Grovel. I've got
Can
to...
I use Jose to help them out so they at least don't go backwards?
Jolly good. That could probably help me out here.
The dog would be able to tell where we've already been at least.
Yeah. So you use Jose to sort of steer you guys away from tunnels that you guys have been in, and Barty finally manages to get you guys on track. There are no further encounters at this point, and takes you onward. You start to notice familiar cart tracks on the ground from you guys, but this was when you were heading in the right direction, so you have gone full circle. You now have a bit of an easier way forward. But at this point, I'm going to need everybody to roll for exhaustion.
Yay.
Hotch is exhausted.
Heh.
That is actually it. That's pretty good.
I'm exhausted.
Is
Yeah,
it
well-
safe or, ability check?
Check.
You know,
Checks because I don't get the buff.
yeah, it's a
There's
check.
no proficiency. Right?
So
That
it's
was
an
the whole
ability-
thing.
So it's an ability
Well-
check.
It's an ability check using your Constitution. Woof. Okay. So it looks like Zumasu is just barely exhausted, and it looks like Amon is also exhausted. So, do we wish to continue? It looks like our navigators are fine for now.
Yeah,
I mean-
sure.
Sure.
Yeah, I would say we continue, but maybe a little bit slower, so we can keep an eye on things following us.
Okay. Sounds good. So we will travel at a slow pace.
No,
Go-
let's just
you might go
hardcore. Let's
maximum
just
speed.
go.
Okay.
Go maximum speed. So we
Which
are
is
going at
normal
a...
speed.
Well, there's also a fast pace.
Normal pace.
Yeah, normal pace is just normal. Fast pace, we get disadvantage on a lot of stuff, and that, and slow pace, we get it not advantage. Wait, is it advantage on like perception checks and stuff?
So, slow pace, you travel at essentially half your speed, but you have +5 to your passive perception. At a fast pace, you have -5 to your passive perception and perception checks, or disadvantage on perception checks, and you travel at twice your speed. So basically, more chance of getting ambushed if you're traveling at a fast pace.
Well, I've been outvoted. They already said fast and or normal.
We will negate the fast and slow votes and go in normal speed. Sound good?
Yeah.
Okay. So, looks like we do have a successful roll because it's 9 + 7. So we have navigated correctly. At this point, there is supposed to be an encounter here, so that's going to sort of negate this encounter. But you found your way back to that shield guardian again. You're in the same exact chamber, and it is quite the same. Nothing has changed. So, you guys can continue onward. But we will now have to check for exhaustion if you guys wish to continue.
I'd say take a rest.
Take a rest.
Mhm.
Alright. Rest button.
I get my spells back.
Get your spells back. There are no encounters during this rest. And the card is, of course, fully repaired.
Did you find any stuff, Miss Rizzo?
Forget what the, this'll tell me. No, she was not able to make a potion of healing with that check. That was a 13. Okay. Not much to do here. Mostly deadly poisons. So she is unable to find anything of value. Now you guys...
Nothing but poison.
you guys are fully rested and ready to go in the morning. You guys... I'm gonna have you guys make a perception check. Actually, no. I'm gonna roll to see who's on watch during this time.
I am wearing the not heavy armor right now, so I at least have 2 AC.
Yep, you have mentioned that in the past, so that's A-okay. Mao, during your watch, I'm gonna need you to make a perception check. Okay. So it's not particularly difficult to hear, but Barty is on watch with you, but they have Peggy with them, and they're kind of like going over their maps while they're on watch, leaving a lot of the duty to you, as it were. And you can overhear them as they're kind of going over their maps. Barty is like telling Peggy, like, see where we went wrong here. I think we got turned around when we went in this way because there's a new tunnel here that we didn't really keep track of. Are you paying attention, Peggy? Can you please help me here? I can really use your help. These maze tunnels are very tricky. I'm gonna need all the help that I can get. I can't do it, Barty. It's too complicated. I can't do this. Look, I know that you can do this. You're a bright kid, alright? Don't call me a kid, Barty. It's not that. I just, you have so much potential. That's why you're on this journey. I'm on this journey to go on an adventure. Not here to do this map thing, looking at maps. Look, Peggy, I need your help. Figure it out without me. I'm going for a walk. And
someone's gonna die because of it. God damn it.
she doesn't
Hey,
go.
want a buddy?
She doesn't go far, but she heads off into a nearby tunnel.
I'm gonna approach Barty.
He's like shaking his head and looking downward.
Yeah, maybe like, if you think you can go and wake someone from my group, I'll keep tabs on her.
I appreciate it. I'm not
Whoever's
sure what's
gotten the
gotten
most
into her, but I do appreciate it. Hopefully, you can make sure that nothing befalls her. I'll wake up one of these screwballs.
I'll make sure to knock some sense into her so she understands what adventuring actually means.
Okay, Barty wakes up Boom Crash to let you be on watch. He just says that Mao and Peggy went off to go do girl talk, he says, and shrugs his shoulders.
Girl talk. Sure.
He doesn't know. Alright, Mao, you head down the tunnel where Peggy went, and
Silently, I'm gonna be keeping an eye on her from a distance.
you just hear a repetitive clicking of rocks up ahead. As you stealth up approach, she doesn't seem to notice you, but you can see clearly with your dark vision, she's just found a sort of tunnel near her that's like going downward into the floor, and she's just taking random pebbles from the ground and tossing them in. She seems sort of forlorn, just leaning against the wall, sitting down. But otherwise, there's nothing really going on.
Hold on, I'm just like checking my inventory. I just want to make sure that if something happens and we run, that we won't run in the wrong direction.
Yeah, you guys didn't go far. There weren't really any turns.
I don't have a grappling hook or anything. Okay. Yeah, I'm just keeping a couple of caltrops like in my hand and stuff, just on the side.
Okay.
In case something pulls her down. I don't know if I actually want to engage with her. I think I'm just gonna like try and sneak up to the point where I'm like, she should be able to see me now, but I want to see if she notices me first, so I can make remarks on it.
Okay. Do you want to like make a stealth check and give yourself disadvantage? I don't really know how you want to do that.
If she notices me, then cool, we can have a conversation. If she doesn't notice me, I'm just there to watch her, that kind of thing.
Okay.
I might whisper, you'd be dead. Like, after a half an hour of me just chilling, they'd be like, wow, you'd so be dead right now.
Okay, yeah, she hasn't noticed you.
Yeah, I'll wait a little bit. I'm gonna just do that. It's gonna be like a little scare tactic kind of thing.
How long have you been there?
Long enough that you probably wouldn't be alive right now if I was something to eat you. Just saying. You're real bad at this adventuring crap.
She gives it like a tisk and then just like turns away from you.
Yeah, that right there. That's the part that's bad. Being here with a group of people that might actually care about you. Just saying, you might be throwing something away. This whole vibe.
You cut out a bit, I think, there.
Yeah, because my finger was off.
Oh, that would do it.
Yeah.
She just kind of like looks at you and just like, you guys don't really care about us. You're just here for the money. That other guy, that other friend of yours just tried to like mind read me a while back.
Were you doing something stupid?
Oh, I mean, maybe I was.
Okay. So, first off, that was him probably being a little rude. He could have asked. Just throwing it out there, why the hell do you think we're here?
To protect us.
Uh-huh. And if you're gonna be a little shit about it, what do you think that we should probably do?
I don't know. Be little shits back.
Well, there's the option of letting you get eaten, because if you want to push off the I don't care thing. Or, you know, you might have just had an accident kind of situation, and I can just leave.
Fine, I'll come back to the cart. Is that what you want?
Yeah, so that you're not out here, possibly, I'm gonna move closer to the hole and look down, see if there's anything down there I can see.
You don't see anything.
Alright. Yeah, because you might be throwing rocks on something that wants to eat us. If you thought of that. There was things that were chasing us beforehand. You know, they could be down there waiting for you to just be alone, pull you down. Yeah, go back to the cart.
Fine. She kind of gets up and pouts and then heads back down the tunnel towards the cart.
How old is Peggy? Yeah, how old is she anyway?
You're not totally sure. She seems on the young side, though, for a gnome. But gnomes can live for a while, and they have a semi-ageless thing going on.
Yeah, that's the reason I'm like, maybe it's the gnome thing. Alright, well, I'll walk her back. Or at least behind her.
Okay, you walk back, and Barty kind of like looks at you guys as you arrive back at the situation. How did it go?
Why did you bring her?
He kind of like pulls you aside and is like, she's really bright. She really is. But she has this whole idea that she wants to be some sort of swashbuckler or something, and she's squandering her innate talents. I've seen her invent great things. I've seen her do well in this navigational sort of aspects, and it could make her good money.
I just want to throw it out there. I've seen some really, really bad people in this world that they just don't know what they're doing. They just follow the flow, but you know, they want to have that whole adventure thing, kind of like that. But there's also the really bright ones. And they stay alive longer, and because they use that knowledge to become like a really fancy swashbuckler.
Oh god, you're encouraging this person.
No, I'm just throwing it out there like, the brightest of the brights can make this work, but if she's gonna be a little shit, it's not gonna go anywhere because of this perceived, like, lifestyle.
I don't know what to do. I've tried encouraging her for something safer than what she wants to do, but she's just got her mind made up. What do I do?
So, do I look like a mom figure? I'm like putting my hands up and down, like, do I look like someone that could like? Oh yeah, are you awake now?
I'm awake.
She is awake. She was woken up.
I like point at Boom Crash like, she's more of a mom figure.
Mama Bird, okay, senses are activated.
Just like float on over it.
So what's going on?
Yeah, she
Like-
got frustrated. She's not a master or anything at this yet, and every time she encounters a small problem, she flips out. Like she's
just
frustrated
wanna,
at her own ineptitude.
Okay, you guys have a talk. I'm gonna go and say hi to Peggy.
Boom
We
Crash,
can
I
talk
will kill
shorty to
her.
shorty.
I will kill her if she is going to put us all in danger. That is
Okay,
why
but
we're
think
here.
about it.
I'd
Think
prefer
about it.
not. She's my apprentice.
Mal, if we lose Peggy, we lose our advantage in these tunnels, so we would have disadvantage for every single check.
Just kind of like
Incredibly
sit.
pragmatic.
Yeah, just like sit down. I'm just like hands on my face, just in frustration, like.
Okay,
No.
so I like pat Mal. It's like, let me try and take care of this.
Yeah, have fun.
Hey.
You head off and go towards Peggy. She's just like kind of pouting in her bedroll, kind of.
Okay. I bring out a bottle of wine because I still have more.
Oh my god.
She kind of like hears the cork go off and like her eyes like go towards you. Oh, another one's gonna come and talk to me?
I was gonna drink and actually have a conversation with you and not let the people who have no idea what the fuck they're talking about and have no social skills deal with it. So,
Make a persuasion check.
oh, fingers crossed.
You're a warlock, you got charisma. Charisma for days, apparently.
Ha!
Peggy kind of like looks at you. Alright, fine.
It's gonna be tough for me to drink this entire bottle by myself and not embarrass myself. So, help me out.
Alright. She pulls out like her mess kit and gets like a little water skin out from it. She drinks the last bit of water and then offers it to get filled up. You fill
Okay.
up her water
Fill it
skin a
up.
bit.
Oh.
She like wipes her mouth after drinking some of it. That's interesting stuff. And peg you for a strong drinker.
Well, when opportunity arises, I take advantage. What can I say? It's very normal on long trips where tensions are high for people to get pissed off at one another and to make stupid choices. It happens to fucking everybody.
Some people even die because of those choices.
You elbow Zumasu's bedroll.
So, do you want to talk about what's going on? I admit that I'm not super aware. Did Zumasu piss you off? Because holy shit, that guy's a moron. Or whatever your name is that you're going by.
Yeah, we already. I
Yeah.
can't remember what it was.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we've hand waved it at this point.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
So Peggy kind of like
If you want to talk about it, there's no pressure. We can just sort of chill and drink and I can listen.
after the wine has loosened her a bit, she starts spilling a bit, and well, that Zumasu guy, he tried to read my mind, and that kind of started getting me annoyed and, wondering who I'm really traveling with. The only one I really trust is Barty here, but he doesn't get me,
I am laughing. Boom Crash is like nodding very sagely.
Yes.
It's
I need
Yeah.
some wine with this session, Christopher. I did not come prepared for dealing with work on fun.
I apologize.
It's okay.
it's And I mean, people, even if they mean very well and they genuinely care about you, that doesn't mean that they don't fuck up. We're all mortals here. None of us are infallible.
Do we know
And
that? Do we
I know that Zumasu is... He is incredibly well-meaning. He is protective. He has saved my bacon multiple times. However, I have definitely scratched his armor and smacked him because he's a moron and sometimes he deserves it. There's no malice there. There's a genuine intent to, like, make sure that you're okay, knowing him, because I've known him for a little while now. He's just a moron.
She starts laughing.
See? Most
Yeah,
men are. I'm not gonna lie.
he is a moron. Well, I guess it's just kind of not what I expected. I kind of ran away from my own life and joined the Vintners just because I knew that my parents wouldn't approve of it. But
And now you're stuck with that choice.
now I'm just kind of stuck being this, like, map maker. I thought that they'd have me doing something grander, and I thought this mission would be my head into dipping my toes into that, you know? But I'm still
Okay.
just doing the same thing I was doing at the desk.
Okay, so I'm going to offer a perspective and you can take it or leave it as you choose. Because I'm a little bit older, been around a little bit.
A little bit older, I think.
A little bit.
Centuries.
We're not spilling that beans yet. And I've been around a bit. I've done my adventuring thing, so I'm just gonna say and speak from my experience, and you can take or leave whatever you want. So, couple of things. One, the healers, the engineers, the builders, and yes, the fucking navigators keep the rest of us alive. Because I know, me personally, with how much ass that I can kick, Amon, Zumasu, Mao, even Grubble, there is a reason why you and Barty are here, and it's to keep the rest of us in one piece. We'd be fucked without you.
Yeah.
So don't discount that, like, as not contributing to the group. You're here for a reason. This is a fairly small team for a very big job. And they wouldn't take the time to feed you, train you, and drag you along if they didn't think it was worthwhile. So, 1. 2, there's a lot of temptation about the limelight. I get it. It's like sometimes you just want someone to pat you on the back and be like, you know what, motherfucker, good job. But a well-known thief is a dead thief. So sometimes flying under the radar, acquiring what skills you can, is the way to have a long and successful career. You can be rich, you can be happy, or you can be well-known. You can't have all three, so you might as well pick 2.
She kind of, like, looks a little, I guess, apologetic when she hears, like, the part about a known thief is a dead thief. She kind of gets a slight reality check at this point.
Thank God.
So, and just, like, one more thing. You're young. This is a freaking phenomenal opportunity. I've learned a lot, and I'm like sort of experienced at this. And on this journey, just alone, I've gained experience, I've gained knowledge.
If I had to quantify it.
If you want to. I've gained experience. So take the opportunity to utilize your current skill set and expand upon it in safe and smart ways. So if you want to become a better fighter, you can do that, but don't discount what got you to this point at the first place. And also, do it intelligently, because I've had some really shitty experiences and gotten eaten, and it's not fun. So,
Thank you.
All right.
and if you need to talk,
I kind of get what you're saying. Okay.
yeah, if you need to talk, I have more wine, and I'm game. So if you want me to wake you on another one of my watches and we can hang out, I'm totally okay with that. Just let me know.
Okay. She kind of like wipes at her face. Notice it was a little wet, but
Do you want a hug, or do you want me to not mention it?
thanks. She stands up and puffs out her chest and starts walking towards Barty.
Thank gosh, they didn't involve me.
I mommed the fuck out of that kid.
I can't even describe how much this is like work.
See, I would have dadded it and just beat the shit out of her.
You idiot! What are you doing?
Now already went that route. She was legit thinking I could throw this kid down this hole.
She walks over towards Barty, where Mao, you are kind of like, not getting really anywhere with him.
I'd probably just be sitting on the ground, just like at that point, just kind of
Yeah,
like...
he's kind of like complaining at you then at
Yeah.
this point.
Yeah, I've gone
Barty?
into my happy space.
He,
Mal, take some wine, Barty.
well,
Have a
Barty
conversation.
kind of like stops talking as Peggy approaches, and he kind of like looks her up and down like what's gonna happen next, and she sighs and says, "Let's take another look at the map, okay?" And she kind of like looks at Mao and Boom Crash, and it's just like, go back to watch.
I give
and then
Mao a
Barty
nod.
finishes like, we'll see what we can do. We'll take it slow.
Mm-hmm. Okie doke. Mal, do you want me to take over watch, or can I go back to sleep?
How much longer do I have for a watch?
Just an hour or so.
I'll stick to what left. You can sleep.
Okay.
I need. Can I just? No permission. Whatever's left in the bottle is going to be mine.
I did hand it to you, so it's up to you. Okay, I'm gonna subtract one of those from my inventory. The best things I've ever stole from the vintners.
Don't say that out loud. All right. So at this point, relationships have been repaired. Long rest ends. Exhaustion is expunged. We will continue onward. You guys awaken in the morning again. Awaken after approximately an 8-hour rest. Barty knows it's morning thanks to his magical instruments. He convenes with Grovel and says, I think we've figured out a path forward. Good. Let's hope we don't get turned around again. No, yes, unless the tunnels have changed much from the past 2 days, we should hopefully be able to get through. Good. See to it that it stays that way. Travel button. Oh, hell yeah, that's a total of 24. So, yeah, you guys made it straight on. Yeah, that way. And there were no encounters in this first 4 hours of this hex crawl. So we continue onward, no exhaustion. Okay, number has appeared. This is also an okay check. It looks like Peggy is working a little more in tandem with Barty at this point, which is good. It's good. At this point, there is an encounter. You guys come upon something rather strange. So as you guys are walking through the tunnels, you come past a large expanse of regularly intervaled tunnels along the left face of this rather larger tunnel. And as you peek out through these tunnels, it becomes apparent that the tunnel does not lead into a tunnel per se. It's actually more like a window, because on the other side of this tunnel is a wide open, expansive cavern. It looks much bigger than anything that you guys have seen in the maze tunnels before. Let me...
Not sure if that's a good thing.
Yeah, does it seem like
I will get you...
just starting to be larger, or this is just a large section? Like it thins out somewhere?
Well, it is a vast cavern.
Oh, okay.
On the other side of this tunnel, but each of the tunnels that you pass, it's like almost a cloister of like a tunnel going past this tunnel. Like these are windows into this cavern.
Oh, okay.
It's a little hard to describe, but it opens up into a vast cavern dominated by what you can see is a half-ruined tower in the southeast corner of the room cavern.
Ooh.
It reaches a 150-foot high ceiling from its pointed roof, with a fan of buttresses connecting it to the nearby cavern walls. Large circular chunks have been like bored out from it, and are now covered in layers of what appear to be massive spider webs stretching across these bored out holes.
That's an important detail.
The ceiling sparkles faintly like stars as it catches this ambient light from below, and upon closer inspection it looks like they're like these strands covering the ceiling, like it's covered again in spider webs thinly drawn out across the network of stalagmites and stalactites above. Below the tower is a scene of ruin, with smaller buildings that have been reduced to skeletal foundations, crumbling stone walls, broken archways. There's chaotic 15-foot wide lines crisscrossing the landscape, almost like wormwood, almost like worm-bored wood, but gigantic and along the ground. Among the ruins, there are small glowing mushrooms that are providing a dim teal ambient light. You can hear low growling voices heard echoing across this cavern far in the distance. You see almost what could be movement, but it could be just a trick of the Dorkvision.
Yeah, I don't like any of that. We're gonna be dealing with some kind of bugs, whether they be spiders or slugs, and that's
What if
not
they're-
cool.
What if they're not even bugs? What if they're like the zombies? There's like
Zombie
mushrooms
bugs.
all over the place too.
Zombie bugs.
Zombie people from mushrooms.
Well, what we got is there's giant tunnels that are big enough that something had to make them, and that there's spider webs everywhere, and that there's ruins, so something got destroyed by something. So I don't like any of it.
I'm gonna have Rizzo make a nature check, and then you guys can also attempt one.
If you want.
Can I
like,
make a
can.
religion check?
No, but I will allow a history check. I'm gonna have Grovel and Barty do a history check as well. So I'm gonna make a few checks.
This is nature, right?
Nature and or history. This is for Rizzo. Okay. And this is for Barty. And this is for... Whoops. It moved. It moved again. This is for Grovel.
Yeah.
Okay. So, let's try and catalog all this. We got Zumasu's History 10, C's Nature 5. So, Rizzo looks at the scene, and as you guys are like kind of discussing what's going on, Rizzo pipes up that the large tracks are probably from some large burrowing creature, probably a purple worm akin to
Oh, great.
the titular Darganon that these halls are named after, but not nearly the size that Darganon was supposed to be. So it seems
Not
like
really.
it seems
just
like
a
whatever
teenage
destroyed
worm.
this sort of civilization or whatever it is, it almost looks like the size of a town, like as if there was a small town below this tower. But it looks like purple worms leveled this small town. As far as history, Grovel has a theory that the stonework from his knowledge seems to be drow in origin.
Gee,
So
what
nothing
gave
of
it away?
value was destroyed.
Sorry?
Nothing of value was destroyed then.
Oh,
Ouch.
well,
Bitchy.
I do agree
don't-
with that, but
Dwarves are, I mean, the drow are, they're kind of You don't want to deal with them.
You know, I wouldn't want to deal with them either, but me personally, like, I kind of look up to them just a little bit. I've heard cool things.
You goddamn edgy 90s kid. I swear to God.
Just because they got good stabbing stuff doesn't mean they'll let you stab. They'll probably stab you instead.
Again,
Probably-
only heard
probably
stories
wouldn't.
that I
Yeah.
can look up to. Doesn't mean I want to see one or talk to one.
Mhm.
well, I did hear something that there was supposedly a drow presence in Darganon at some point, but that hasn't been for a long time. So
Yeah,
if there are
obviously.
drow there, I don't think they're still here.
So how long is a long time?
Well, nobody's heard from that in centuries, I don't think. They tried to move in here, but these wilds are rather inhospitable, and no one heard from their expedition. This is probably what remains.
I'm gonna do two things. We're by the windows right now. We're not actually in the tunnel
Yeah,
yet.
you're like, maybe I can draw it.
It reminds me of, like, I don't know, that Nissa space in Hilda, where it's like a pocket dimension. There's a bunch of holes everywhere, like everywhere.
That seems kind of.
Okay.
But I was gonna kind of hug the walls and have my Divine Sense going to see if I at least sense anything bad. And I was gonna have Jose just kind of like smell one of the cobwebs and just kind of keep a sort of nose in the air for anything, and also listen for the rumblings we hear.
So, if you guys are in a tunnel, there are like holes
Mm-hmm.
out on the side, just on one side, and it's a rather thin wall as far as things go. And you're looking out into like this vast cavernous space here. But you guys are probably like 30 feet up from the ground below, but the ceiling is 150 feet below, above the ground. And this space is, again, like enough to encompass a small town. So you're kind of looking into these little rocky, circular, natural windows into this town vignette.
So we could technically just avoid this thing.
You could.
Might be wise.
I just realized something though. If that was granted, these tunnels are always changing. So I was just thinking for a second, maybe something useful would be in there in terms of like maps or something. But if the tower is always changing, then there probably isn't anything left that would be relevant anymore.
There could be, riches or wealth or some sort of materials and supplies. I sincerely doubt like a giant purple worm would be interested in anything that we would find interesting.
Yeah. The other thing is, like,
We are definitely not the only things down here, and it's possible that
Yeah.
these ruins are occupied.
yeah, that's what I was about to get
Spiders.
at. It's like, what if there's actually people down there still?
Remember the shadowy figures I spotted?
Yeah.
Okay,
And the
question.
orcs.
Okay, first of all, two questions. I
Mhm.
must interject. What is our timetable, and how are we good on supplies?
Well, that is a good question. I have not totally been keeping track of how many rations and whatnot that we have.
Well, okay, food-wise is fine because I've been making.
Oh yeah, you can create food.
Yeah.
Yeah,
As long as the
fine.
cleric
That's
lives
probably
for
why I
good.
haven't been keeping track.
Yeah, it's more of the time table and any other supplies because we've used up a lot of repair works on the cart, and I'm trying to see if there's anything else that we need, along with the fact that like how long have we been down here? Because we've been trying to go fast, but at the same time we've been lost a lot of times too.
That's true.
It's been like, what, 2 weeks so far?
So it's probably been longer than that. I'm gonna like count out some hexes approx. So like 1, 2.
I need to write Maria. Dear Maria, not dead yet. Sorry.
Dear Maria,
Been busy.
it has been dark and lonely, but I am not dead yet. I will see you eventually.
Yeah, copy paste.
What if you go back and she's dead?
I'm gonna say it's been approximately, and we can create a tally or something. It's been approximately 25 days.
That's not awful.
I was gonna say we could use the text function in Roll20, but if I recall, it's stupid. So I'm gonna put it in our Discord notes. There we go. Okay. So it's been about 25 days. There is technically no timetable for this. It's mostly just getting there in one piece to the destination. But it's also like a factor of if you guys have stuff that you want to take care of on the surface world. Which, you have the intern doing stuff at Zumasu's place. The stronghold builders are still at work building the winery for Zumasu.
All of it's my shit, damn it.
Yeah, it's mostly up to you as to this kind of. Otherwise, you guys are still getting paid as long as you complete the work.
I mean, I was trying to create a low profile.
So
and
at
that's what I
this
did.
So at this point, do we need to go down there? That is my question.
I don't think so. I think we want to stay to our objective is my vote.
We could use a few more supplies, but I don't know what they might have in terms of wood and axles down there. But again, we can always go around. I do not like spiders very much.
I vote go around, character-wise.
Same.
All right, we
Yeah.
avoid this. We avoid the GM's carefully constructed dungeon.
Okay.
Can I make note that I'm gonna be definitely like further ahead of the party now to try and keep an eye out for things?
You can take my doggy if you want. My doggy's listening in and trying to keep the smell of the spider webs.
Okay. At this point, you guys start heading on ahead, trying to be slow pace. Am I correct?
That would be safest right now.
Okay.
So it's up to everybody else as well.
I still
vote
don't know.
slow.
Normal pace. Grovel is
Yeah.
gonna order you guys to do a slow pace. How about that?
Okay.
Because there are very obviously something in the area.
Yeah. This is the Mines of Moria. Let's try and tread carefully.
Fool of a took!
Yeah.
Wait, but who's
Peggy.
Gandalf?
God, it's probably Grovel.
Yeah, it's Grovel.
But he's the one I want to question and hold hostage later.
You
Okay,
fool of
that's
a
not in
took!
character.
What the hell is wrong with you?
I don't say that out loud. Of course.
Alright, let us travel at a slow pace. Okay. So there is a bit of a failure in navigation, but thanks to it was close, so I'm gonna actually allow it because you guys are kind of skirting around this vast cavernous space. This tunnel seems to go all the way around this cavern with all these tunnels. Like the path slopes up and down a bit, but the left side openings are always present. So you guys can kind of get a beat on where you want to go as you skirt like around this place. So a slow pace, have +5 to your passive perception. Cool. No reason. Okay, so at this point, Mao, you notice something up ahead as you're like looking out through these tunnels. You note that there is that there are a few humanoid figures that are sneaking their way towards a tunnel that's ahead of you guys. You're not sure if they've noticed you guys, but they seem to be climbing up the walls that are directly in your path.
When you say climbing, do you mean like spider climb, or like does it look like they actually have to physically try to climb?
It looks like they're physically climbing.
Okay.
Instead of metaphysically
Spiders.
climbing.
Instead of just walking on walls with no gravity.
Okay. And you
Hey, it's
are...
the universe where that happens.
I'm gonna say that you are about... how far ahead did you want to be? I assumed like 60 feet?
I was gonna say at least 60 feet. I might be a little bit further out, but at least 60 feet. I'm within kind of eye shot of the party.
Okay. So you are pretty far ahead. What would you like to do?
Can I tell the dog to go back and report it to Zamosu?
Sure. You
the
shoo
dog
you
is
shoo
his
Jose back, and you hear his padded feet.
I mean, if anything, there's gonna be a note attached to it real quick.
Okay, there you go. I can't like talk to my
Yeah.
dog.
That I wasn't too sure about that. Yeah, so there's like a quick note, and I also write saying that I'm waiting here to see if anything else happens.
I'm gonna say you don't have time for that if you're gonna take out some notebook and paper.
It takes like 2 seconds. I stuff it into its collar. People coming. Be prepared. Staying here.
Alright. Well, while you're writing this note, as you take out some paper and a pen and use Jose as like a little desktop to write upon its back, especially in the pitch darkness where, in my canon, you cannot physically see print on page.
That's fine. I know I can still write it. It's gonna look like absolute garbage, though.
So, you start writing this out blind, and then I'm gonna need you to make a perception check. Okay. So as you're writing this message, you blink, but then suddenly there is nothing in front of you. You see only darkness, and then you hear the noise of footsteps running full tilt towards you.
Oh yeah, full tilt run. Drop everything, just go. Any response time or no?
So at this point, I'm going to say you are surprised. You weren't before, but your attention was drawn away. So, roll for initiative, everyone. I believe that the initiative has been cleared. So,
I
yeah.
wish my dog was a familiar.
Does everybody want to be a wizard now? Wizard party.
I'm too lazy to be a wizard.
It is an OP party, just an FYI.
Our party is pretty strong.
No, like an all-wizard party.
Hold on a second.
Yeah,
if you
having
if you can
different
survive
classes.
long enough is the main thing.
I apologize, but you're gonna have to roll again for the initiative, because I
But
switched...
my 18.
I know,
I'm fine with
I
that.
know, but I switched pages.
I'm fine with that. It never. Oh god damn it! My
Nice.
hubris got me.
Yay!
Yay!
I was like, oh no, my 18, and it was like, here, we're sorry for you. Roll 20 gives you a 20.
Well, now roll 20 taketh away.
Don't you dare! Don't you dare say that.
Roll nothing but ones. Have fun.
No, the roll 20 gods are evil and tricksters.
The animation makes it so much better.
Yeah, except on my
Yeah,
end sometimes.
Yeah, there's a lot of angst to it.
Okay. At this point, from the rest of you guys' perspective, and the hallway is slightly cramped, so I'm gonna limit it to just, we'll say Grovel and Ostrich for combat. So let's add them to the initiative. But from what you guys can see, back at the cart, you guys just see a sudden influx of darkness just fill the cavern ahead of you guys. You cannot see through it even with your dark vision. So Mao, you are going first, but you are surprised. So we will go through the initiative with basically everyone being surprised. So, as you struggle to get back to your weapon and whatnot, and you're like drawing it, you are suddenly set upon by two humanoid figures that, that's from what you can tell, but they are grunting in a low guttural sort of grunting language. And then some weapons collide with you. As two orcs make some attacks. But they missed somehow.
Yeah.
How many attacks do they have? Okay. They will make a second attack. Wow. The other one will make an attack. Oh my god.
Thank you, C. Thank you, C, for the curse that you laid upon me. I think I
wait.
kind of bounced it onto them.
Herp derp. That natural...
Don't they advantage?
Yeah, they do have advantage because you can't see them.
So 19, 23.
The 19 does hit, and the 23 does hit. So you will take a 25 total for slashing damage.
Damn rules.
Are you hurt? Would you like a toast? Would you like something to eat?
On the first hit, once that touches me, I'm gonna Hellish Rebuke.
You are surprised, and also,
right.
these guys have a special thing that they can do against surprised people.
Oh no.
Surprise
Big old
butt
hug?
sex?
Well,
No.
looks like
Only
one of
consent
each
sex.
has hit, which means that both of their Slayer abilities rock.
God damn it! No. Get it? No, it's mine. I'm the assassin. How dare you?
Assassin! So yes, these are automatic critical hits.
Oh, fuck.
That's gonna be a lot of extra damage. So in addition to the 25, you take 12 and 15. So, do you need the numbers again, or you good? 25 plus now this additional 12 and 15. So that's... Yeah, you're down. You guys hear a sudden shriek from Mao as she goes down. Okay. Next, Mao, make a death save at the top of the round.
Oh, fuck!
Mao!
Oh no!
Roll 20 taketh away.
No.
Mao has 2 failed death saves. Boom Crash, it is your turn. You are going right before they make another move. These vicious orcs. You do hear their guttural whooping as they have taken down a successful, in their eyes, kill.
Oh,
You, unless you can see through darkness, all that you have to go on is that Mao is down and there are orcs in there. They have made their presence known.
You have goggles, right? The
It's
Darkness
darkness.
goggles?
It's not dark vision.
It's
not
magical darkness.
Magical darkness. Gotcha.
yeah. Yep. That
Just
trait
so-
I do not have yet.
Just steal their eyes and graft them onto you.
It's actually a thing that I can do later on, but I'm not at that level yet. Spell magic.
Wait,
Yeah,
could
there's-
Jose have helped at this at all?
Oh.
Bork.
I can put him into the initiative,
Yeah.
I guess.
I mean, just see if he's high enough higher than those guys.
Okay,
Yeah. Damn it.
so I'm not abandoning Mao. Dispel magic.
Okay. You cast
I
Dispel
run
Magic.
forward and I cast Dispel magic.
Yep.
So I'm trying to.
You get in front of the cart and call upon your Dark Lady. The darkness is drawn physically into your talon, where it coalesces, and you squish it in like a bug in between your fingers. Before you, you see two murderous orcs wielding bloody scimitars. Mao is on the ground, blood pouring out of her. It looks like they are ready to do the killing blow, but then they turn towards you, realizing that their cover has been blown. Jose is barking at them, trying to get their attention desperately.
Bork.
Good master.
Hey, he's a mastiff. He goes bark. He doesn't bork.
Oh, believe me, massive bork.
Do they boof, though?
They do boof.
They
They
boof.
boof
They
and bork.
definitely boof. They definitely boof.
What's the range between boof and bork?
Boof
Boof
is
is
like
lower.
boof is lower, and it's like they're using way too much breath to try and make a bark noise, so it's a boof.
Okay, Boom Crash. Are you trying to get their attention at all?
Yes.
Make an intimidation check. I'm gonna have Jose try this as well.
Jose, good job.
Ooh,
Chad, do I roll Jose's intimidation?
I did it for you. Okay,
Okay.
Jose grabs at one of the orc's legs and starts like gnawing at it. The thing is sufficiently distracted. Meanwhile, the other one has drawn its blade and is moving towards you, Boom Crash. Jose is no longer surprised, so they can make a attack of opportunity against that one. Oh, go
Nice!
Jose.
Jose crits!
No, that's a total 20.
Aw.
But it's 5 damage. Jose nips at its side as it runs past.
Oh, DC 11 strength. Probably will beat it, but if it doesn't, that'd be hilarious.
Oh yeah,
That
I
would
forgot
be
about
fucking
that.
Hilarious.
Checks. Save. Strength.
Damn.
Yep. Okay. It is fine. It pulled away from the creature, and it is going to run. It actually can use its bonus action to make up the distance between you guys, because you guys were 60 feet away, but it has a trait that lets it make a move action as a bonus action. So it's going to dash up to you guys and attack you, Boom Crash.
Great.
Putolata,
It hits.
Karakista.
And it hits.
That is a 26 slashing damage as it whacks into you, drawing some blood. Meanwhile, the other one is going to do its best to poof this Jose. Well, would you look at that? It's more than 5 hit points.
Oh, Jose
With one,
lets out a giant weak whine and then just immediately gets caved in half and poofs.
with one stab of the scimitar, Jose disappears. Thirsting for blood, it's also going to use its aggressive trait and run towards you guys. It's going to head towards Amon, I suppose, and make its last scimitar attack. And that's going to fail. Okay, it is
Denied.
Ostrich's turn. They're going to squeeze their way in here and pull out their own swords. Get away from her, you stupid orcs! Unfortunately, it is too deft, and it is able to deflect any of Ostrich's blows. Grovel. Morningstar. Oof. Damn orcs, tougher than they look! We didn't see this coming! He kicks him back, and then stabs him with the Morningstar, like almost like a rapier, but just with a really heavy end, and it's going to deal 10 piercing damage to him.
Fucking hell.
Amon, it is your turn.
All right. Should I heal someone? Okay. Let's do. Let's do healing ward onto Mao.
I'll
And-
still roll the d20 to see if I die. How
If
about
you
that?
would have died.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, roll it just to see. I'm curious.
So am I.
R-
I'm die curious.
Shush.
Did you roll?
I don't know.
Oh, I haven't rolled now. I was just gonna
Oh,
do my turn.
you were going to do it on your turn. I thought you were...
Oh, that's fine. I'll just. Yeah, I would have died.
So it plays out like Mal's like losing air and she's just drowning in her own blood, and then she hears the healing word.
She's within range for that, correct? Because she is 60 feet away.
I believe healing ward is within 60 feet. So let me just check that out.
Yeah, I know it's definitely ranged. I just wanted
Yes,
to make
it's-
sure. Okay,
It's
cool.
actually exactly 60 feet.
Cool. Then you can totally do that. You're on just at the edge of the range, but you do manage to whisper a plea to Encabulos quickly under your breath to bring her back from the brink, because it is not her time yet.
Oh, actually, she heals full because she's a down. I haven't used this ability in a while.
Wait, what?
Because
So
he's a
7 or
grave
7.
cleric, so he heals you
It's 7
for
hit
the...
points.
Yeah, it's automatically full roll.
Dice.
Full dice
Yeah.
roll. So you heal for 7.
Gotcha. Cool.
Yeah.
Okay,
forgot about
that was your bonus action.
Okay. You know what? It's time for let's mark this guy for the path to the grave.
Okay, is that the vulnerability thing?
Yeah.
All right. His veins start to light up with this necrotic purple energy. Zumasu, it is your turn.
Attack this dude.
Do I want? I was gonna hold person the one attacking you.
Don't worry about me. I can
Okay.
take it.
I'll use Justice Blade and attack this guy.
Hell yeah.
Bonus. Damn it! I can't stack on bonus actions. Justice Blade will be fine. So attack.
What were you gonna bonus action?
I was gonna bonus action the magic weapon.
Oh yeah, no. But with a +10 to hit from your Justice Blade, that will hit.
All right.
Would you like to Divine Smite against this vulnerable
Yes, I would.
creature?
Yes, second. Slotty.
Okay.
Is it a fiend or undead technically? I don't know. What
No,
works.
it is
Nope.
a straight up orc.
Alright.
This ain't no Warcraft.
God damn it! Roll low on those rolls.
Well, remember,
I got-
it's a crit, so you can actually roll an
Both of
additional
them?
2d8. You said it was a second level slot, didn't you?
Yeah.
It didn't do it correctly then, because it's supposed to do 2d8 automatically, right?
Yeah. No, it did 2d8 plus 2.
Oh,
Or-
the 2 must have been another die roll. Gotcha. Okay,
I think so. It said 2d8 plus 2 plus 0,
yeah.
but it says 2d8 and then plus 2 instead of. I don't know.
The +2, I think, was a die roll that it automatically did. Because there are 2 questions, or 2 drop-downs when you do your smite. Anywho, roll an additional d8 for your weapon. Because that crit wasn't included. Well, it wasn't a crit, it's... Oh wait, no, it just deals double damage. Herp derp. I understand
Okay.
now. In my head I was like, obviously it's a crit because it's double, but no, it's just double the number. So, that's 26 damage. Boom.
That could have been better, but at least that was something.
It could have
I can
been
still attack
better,
again, though.
but you quickly stab into him, a combination of
Oh, there we go.
Hyronius lightning and necrotic energy. Meanwhile, you follow it up with another swing. Let's roll for that damage. A beautiful little 6 damage. Would you like to smite?
Can I smite on 2 different attacks? I didn't know if that was.
Yeah, you can smite as much as you have spell slots.
Okay. Yeah, I'll smite.
Smite. You smite, smite. Okay.
Nice.
Okay.
Hey, the one that doesn't get doubled is that much lower. That's weird.
So yeah, with your final blow with your second strike, you blast him with blue lightning, which shatters some of his flesh, rupturing lightning outward from his body. You see like his eyeballs light up from within his mouth as well with that energy before he just collapses in a pile and dies. Mao, it's your turn. You are conscious and have at least 7 hit points.
Can you sneak attack him if you hide and then attack?
Well, I need to get up, and then I have to use a bonus action to move closer to you guys, or I can just shoot from range.
I'm going to say that you're unseen as well, so you can have advantage on this attack. Well, you have advantage anyway, but you can also just, you know...
I will use half my movement speed to get up, and I will use the other half to get a little bit closer.
Okay.
But I'll still attack with a short bow.
Okay. That will hit. 15 damage. Your arrow lands true in its shoulder blade. Looks back towards you. And boom crash. It's your turn.
I repeat whatever the fuck he just said right back to him. And, aim a firebolt at him. 17 hits.
17 does. 17, yes. You blast fire in the dude's face. He is like clawing at his eyes from the sudden surge of light that he wasn't expecting. Anything else for your turn?
Nope, I'm just gonna stay here.
Alright. Well, it's its turn. It is going to cast darkness, covering the entire caravan in darkness. Mao, you just see the entire area suddenly be filled with darkness. You no longer know where the dude is, but he does move away from you, Boom Crash, which unfortunately you don't have any attacks of opportunity that you can make without Warcaster feat.
Yep.
But
God damn it.
you guys aren't sure where he is now. It's Ostric's turn. Ostric is going to attempt to perceive. Guys, I'm not sure where he went. We have to make sure he doesn't get away. Perception. I cannot see him. Grovel is now going to attempt a similar feat. No, I can't see him either. He's really quiet. Everyone shut the hell up for a second. Amon, it's your turn.
Alright, it's time for daylight. Just get rid of the damn darkness.
You immediately like raise your hands up, and then light emerges from the Eye of Encabulos that is blazoned upon your shield. Then it invokes daylight within this hallway. You see the orc backpedaling away from you guys. It was just trying to get towards like a hole in the wall over this way. Mao is still a ways away. That's a little trick of the grid right there. But it is now visible. Anything else from you, Amon?
No, that's a full action. So I guess I can walk toward it. But that's about it.
Okay. Zumasu, it is your turn.
Walk towards it. So it's too far away for me to grab it, or no?
It's about... It would have probably made a full move action, so it probably would have gone, like, that far away. So it's about that many squares away from you.
I'd be just...
You should be able to get to it.
Closer to it, but I'm actually going to use Hold Person on it.
Okay. So that is what kind of save? Wisdom?
Yeah.
Okay.
I believe so. Wisdom saving.
Hold person is a wisdom save. Or be paralyzed.
God damn!
You reach out your hand and scream, "By the might of Hyronius, you will hold!" Gasapoo! And it spits at you.
Well, that was rude.
Yeah.
Oh, that was kind of rude.
Gross.
Mao, it is your turn. The thing is trying to climb out through one of the window tunnels.
How far away from it am I?
You're only about 30 feet away. Maybe, you said you approached a little, you're only about 20 feet away.
Okay, yeah. Does he look like pretty hurt, or is he just trying to escape?
It looks like he's just trying to escape. He doesn't look too hurt.
Wait, hold on. gotta look at stuff.
We'll be right back, guys. I just gotta use
Okay.
facilities.
Ooh! I'm gonna use that awesome poison that that was reconstituted, so that way I could dip an arrow in it and then shoot him.
All right. You quickly dip your.
No movement, I guess. So, if that helps.
I'll say that you can do that. It is how many doses? Was it just one dose?
I believe it's just one dose.
Okay. Well, then you dip your dreaded weapon in the vial, and just to make sure, you kind of like leave the vial on and knock it into your arrow, and then just loose it towards the thing. Okay, make an attack. That'll hit. So, we're going to deal normal damage plus sneak attack damage. Then I'm going to need you to roll 7d6s.
Nice.
The poison has a DC.
Oh, it has a DC.
Yeah, I believe you said DC 11.
Yeah, it's a pretty easy DC, I think, but still. I think it's still half anyway, even if they fail. Or if they succeed. And they failed! Just barely. So, go ahead and roll that 7d6.
Well, here's 5.
Wow. Oh my god, that was 4 ones.
See? Fuck you.
Oh, see, I can't believe you ruined Mao's night.
All your fault. You cursed me.
Hey, fuck me yourself, you coward.
I can't reach you. You're far away.
Okay, yeah, you knock the bow, and fire at about the creature. It lands home, and you deal an additional 14 poison damage as the, wyvern venom starts infiltrating its veins.
Oh, doesn't it also paralyze or something like that? Or
Nope. So we got 17 plus 14, that's, 31?
Yeah.
Yeah, you, it lands on the creature's back, as it's trying to leap through the tunnel, thinking it's about to get away, and as it collides with its back, it, yelps in pain, reaches back to snap off the arrow, but then its hand falls limp as the poison starts to take hold, and its hand gripping the side of the tunnel wall slips, and it falls out through the window, tumbling down
Shit.
20 feet below. You hear like a distant kind of echo from its landing. You guys see, as you guys are like getting together, Grovel kind of like looks towards you guys. The darkness has dissipated at this point, of course, from the daylight spell that was cast. And Grovel kind of says, "I think someone might have seen that." You guys look out into the tunnels, and you see some small pinpricks of orange light from torches start to rise, dotted throughout the ruins. And you hear the slow, rolling growl of possibly dozens of orcs. And then you see a few humanoid figures start running towards your location. Guys, we gotta get the hell out of here! And then,
Couldn't agree more.
yeah, he slaps the phantom steed on its behind, and it kind of glares at him, but it proceeds to steam full steam ahead down this tunnel. Barty, I'm gonna need you to get us through this. I'm trying. I don't know where we're gonna be headed. Look, just keep track of where... Listen, we'll do it later. Just go! And you guys start barreling down the hallway. At this point, I think we're gonna call it for tonight, because I need to figure out how we're gonna do this next time.
Fool of a took.
Yeah, we did it. We did an actual fool of a took. Though honestly, it was more like the daylight spell because there were windows, so suddenly daylight just went.
Oh, shit.
I'm sorry, but you know,
I mean, it was important.
Yeah.
yeah.
There was a
Darkness.
logic here that was like, we gotta stop that guy from alerting the other guys. Oh wait.
Yeah.
We are the guys alerting the guys. Okay.
Yeah, we just skipped up the middleman. It's fine.
Yeah.
Well, this was certainly something. I guess
How many fireball rings you got left?
that's an important question.
Let me check.
Oh no. Shatter works too.
I have 11.
Oh, we got
Okay.
enough.
We just gotta kite him. Kite him for long enough.
Boom. So next Sunday is the 13th. Are we good for that day?
Mm-hmm.
I think so.
Yeah, I'm good.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
All right. Then next Sunday we will convene and continue with the Dorkvision stream as we run away from a stream of orcs chasing their daylight dreams down the tunnels and chasing the mysterious cart all along its merry way. So,
Woo!
thanks for anybody that came out to watch, and we'll see you guys then at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, right here on the Dorkvision stream. Good night, everyone.
Good night.
Good night,
Have a good
people.
week.
You too, guys.